Let's bring in former Chief of Staff for the Biden White House Press Office, Yemisi Egbewole, and Fox News political analyst Gianno Caldwell. Thank you both for coming on. Gianno, to you first. I want to play some sound. This is the co-founder of the Ronald Reagan Defense Forum on the president's meeting with President Xi.
We all know over the long term, this competition with China is a fundamental challenge to the United States. But we'll take stability for now. President Trump's going to engage in his dollar diplomacy. That's what he knows how to do, and that's why all those CEOs are going with him. And hopefully that will lead to advantages for the United States, for our economy, for the American people. But Iran, that's a liability for Xi. And soon, I think, overall, it's really going to advantage the United States and our allies in the region.
I mean, you look at the big picture of this, John, and if he's right, and there is cooperation on, and economic topics here, cooperation on Iran, this could be significant for the president to bring home.
No, 100%. And you got to keep in mind, China wants to be the hegemon of the world. When we look at the trade deficit now between China and the United States, it's about $202 billion, a 31% drop from in 2025. It was a 31% drop. But China has a lot of issues that they got to answer to, given the fact that we got almost $600 billion, up to $600 billion, according to the FBI, and intellectual property and counterfeit goods that China and CCP-related entities have stolen from American companies. There's a lot of issues here, but President Trump is the deal maker in chief. This is somebody who wants to do business. He wants to get along, but it's all about America first.
I mean, this is an adversarial relationship. We should never forget that. The whole thing, Yemisi, is that we learned today that a mayor in California actually acknowledged that she was an agent for China. Here is Joel Pollack of the California Post.
This is really striking because if she had simply posted these opinions, they would have been protected by the First Amendment. But she admitted now in this guilty plea to taking instructions from someone directly linked to the Chinese government. It does tell you the high degree of coordination between the Chinese government and senior public officials in towns across America.
Which tells me, and maybe it tells you differently, but it tells me that China is always trying to get an edge. They're always working on trying to get an edge on the United States.
Of course. And the fact that this is happening domestically while the president is on his way over to see Xi Jinping is astonishing to me, because we always see that China is working within the United States. It's great that the White House decided to add Jensen Huang, who is the founder of NVIDIA, a company that has been working with the United States in order to push AI to the forefront. There are a myriad of issues that the president will discuss with Xi Jinping and his team, but everybody should remember that all of these issues come down to the fact that we are in competition with China on AI, tariffs, agriculture, you name it.
Yeah, there is a competition, and it is ongoing. Meantime, the Daily Wire reporter talking about Medicare fraud, and this is pretty big. Watch.
We're talking about $1 billion a year in what I call free butlers for Somalis. These are people who are paid to go to your house and cook and clean for you. And oftentimes they're actually they're almost all Somali, and what they've done is they're doing it for their own family members. So you can charge the government an hourly rate for sitting around the dinner table talking to your family.
I mean, the bottom line here, when you look at this, Gianno, is you got Ohio, you got Minnesota, you got California. I mean, the states keep stacking up, and in a year, it's going to be all 50. This is a major problem.
No, it's a major problem. And if you look at any OIG report, especially post-COVID, and you saw what happened with the SBA and many other organizations that were taken advantage of by fraudsters, it's bigger than that. And it's more of an economic system for a lot of people. We look at Minnesota, we look at California, but there's many other states like Illinois, and I imagine many of those left-leaning states, and even some red states, you're going to find fraud. So this needs to be a heavy investigation. We started with DOGE in 2025 with the administration to root out corruption, root out waste, fraud, and abuse. And this is another chapter of that same story.
Yeah, I wanted to get your take on this, Yemisi, because it's interesting. The redistricting thing is still, the fallout still happening here. You had the decision by the Virginia Supreme Court. You had the decision by the U.S. Supreme Court in Louisiana. And the Democrats' response has been, well, we're going to stack the court. We're going to have 15, U.S. Supreme Court justices on there and different things. We're going to add 2 more states to it. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said the following here. Watch.
Overall, the American people are losing when it comes to the country backsliding into redistricting that is very clearly driven by racial disenfranchisement. I think we all lose when that happens. It's one thing to talk about the maps. It's another thing that this court went in and overturned the will of 3 million Virginians.
It's interesting that she's saying exactly what the opposite of what the Supreme Court is saying and the Virginia Supreme Court is saying. What do you make of all this?
I think we are in a race to the bottom when it comes to gerrymandering. And I think that Virginia and specifically Louise Lucas rushed this. Everybody saw it as a competition. Texas, then California, then Indiana, and we're making moves. And what happened is the Virginia Supreme Court found a technicality. That is not on them. That is on the Democratic Party in Virginia that rushed to fulfill a cultural moment. And now voters are going to be left confused when it comes time to the ballot box. And the House Democrats are now in a more precarious position than they were just a few months ago.
Yeah, and it's getting close to the election. Yemisi, Gianno, thank you both.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.